Well, some merchants from Telesturdum have arrived. Look like they brought about 4 or 5 pack animals. It is 15th Timber, late autumn, and they've got a decent walk ahead of them. We've got Z-Sword carrying a bin. Not a lot of people have free time on their hands. And the Orc Leatherworker from Bling Yu Shua has arrived. Hopefully they brought us a lot of goodies too. We had about, I think, 4 or 5 crafts bins, and then just a scattering handful of loose trinkets that we'll carry over there to them. I'm breaking down all these rooms right now, slowly. Removing the beds, none of the nobles are happy. They'll just have to deal with it until they get situated in their new rooms. Somebody's fighting? The orc is fighting the goat. The orc wants dinner for tonight. He cuts the goat's heart out and puts it in his knapsack. It's disgusting. Run, goats, while you can. We don't kill our goats, unless they're zombie goats. Oh well, I'll let the merchants arrive, and once we get to trading, we'll see what they brought us. Well, Rob Staley, you've withdrawn from society and you've been taken by a mood. And con-wise, you look unhappy. Yeah, you're just unhappy, not miserable or very unhappy yet. So we should be fine. The turkey is fighting. The turkey and the war dog. And the war dog is bled to death. Killed by the turkey. I don't think it was an undead turkey, was it? Yeah, it was. Well, rest in peace, war dog. That skeletal turkey got one up on you. Somebody's being chased right there. Another skeletal turkey is chasing Sergey. And DJ Lapio is right behind, followed by the catfish and his dog. Turkey takes off and flies over the wall. He didn't bite the doctor, did he? Nope. Doctor's just thirsty and taking a drink of some rum, or vodka. Are the merchants done yet? Their guards are standing around our trade depot. Ah, the merchants from Telesturdum. The orcs haven't arrived yet. Let's put a whole bunch of these finished goods up here. Looks like it's also some of our leather armor. Oh well. Hopefully the military has equipped everything they need, and if it's not equipped, then hopefully that means we can sell it. So only 1,700, 1773. We'll buy silver bars and all the grass, all these logs. Not very many of them. I'm gonna pass up any ropes again. Dwarven black grog. Hey, they brought us all this drink. I think this is what we requested from them, food and drink, so they brought it. They even brought us caged live turkeys if we want that stuff. I'm just gonna buy all their cheap stuff. Anything under 100, please, sir. At least until we buy all that. Dragonfly ichor. I don't think you can drink that. Dwarven pumpkin ale. Giant mole blood barrel. How about food? Gypsum plaster. That's what I was looking for so many seasons now. We'll have that for broken bones. I should also probably make some splints and crutches. I haven't made any of those yet. So far, no one's been injured fighting the random wildlife, except for the people who died. I guess if you get injured, you automatically die. I think Jello Snark's the only one so far who's actually died in combat. There we go, cave tortoise meat. Ooh, that stuff's getting expensive. Oh, well, that'll be fine. How about 20 dwarven bucks profit? Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your business. And we don't have anything to trade for the orcs, so... oh well. Actually, hang on. What about totems? I could have swore I made a bunch of those. I guess not. Oh well, it's 22nd Timber, late autumn. The merchants will be leaving soon. Got the announcement that we didn't get any migrants earlier, too. So, unfortunately, our population will not be growing this year. Unless we get a surprise in the winter. Well, Rob Staley, the merchants just left, and you created Ninnercan, a micro-lion scepter. Let's get a better look at that. It is called Escort Tired, You're tired of being an escorter down here in Men's basement. Basic value is 27,600 dwarf bucks, and it is of the highest craft dwarfship. It is encrusted with moonstone, studded with sterling silver, and encircled with bands of microline. This object is adorned with hanging rings of microline and turkey bone, and menaces with spikes of morion. On the item is an image of a steel dwarfette in cave spider silk. I don't think that we can assign that as a weapon to anyone, unfortunately, but you're free to grab it and prance around and pretend to be king for a day with your awesome scepter there. The bedrooms are coming along. Most of them have beds in them now, at least all the ones that are dug out, even if they don't have doors. So the dwarfs don't have any privacy. I've expanded to up here. We have opened this up. I've even mined it out and connected it to the big pit I dug. And I've walled it off up here. But that means creatures can still come from up here and pass off the map, because we go up a level and they got a ramp up that level, and there's just this little bitty sliver here where anything can come in from. I don't think there's anything else going on right now. I'm still just letting them catch up on all the hauling jobs and the planting jobs. I did demolish all of the farms up here as well, or at least they will be soon, as well as all of the bedrooms up here and the hospital here. I'm closing down the top side for now. I wanted to have dwarfs living up there, but I cannot get the burrows to work for me yet. Not in a way that's satisfactory to me. So until I get the burrows figured out, I'm moving most of the dwarfs down to the basement, except for probably the military that will stay up here. Harpies come flying overhead as soon as the merchants leave. Where are they at? There's 2 of them. 3 of them, it looks like they're coming. To arms, men! I was just about ready to cut away. The Harpy sails down with great speed, flying after RAR 359. RAR dives to the side. The military, looks like Pete and 1 was standing there. He didn't know if he wanted to get involved. And the Harpies have clawed at RAR's head, tearing off a piece of the scalp. Peton has caught up to that Harpy and is chopping it to bits with a short sword. And Rar, you're still being chased around. Looks like the Harpy? Well, I think you just struck that Harpy down. That is a Harpy head. You ripped the Harpy head off. Hang on, you've got to have an item, Rar. Are you carrying a sword or something? A copper battle axe. That's why. The Harpy cornered you and you turned your battle axe on it and chopped its head off. There's that other last Harpy, that 3rd one. He just dove down there. There's no one down there anymore, Harpy. He gives chase to the cat, chasing him through the old stockpiles that still haven't been moved yet. I still have the order to be stationed there. The Harpy cannot catch up to the cat, and it finally does, cornering the cat, paralyzing it with one quick snap with the beak to its back, and shakes it around until it's dead. What's going on? Okay, military, you need to get up here and kill this thing. It's cornered somebody else. It is currently fighting with Glenn 1, and it's pecked all at your body, and you've hacked it in the wing. It pecks you again, and you take off running down the hallway. Kill it, Glenn. The military finally arrives. DJ Lapio and Metal Slime Hunt. They corner the Harpy and strike it down. Well, hopefully the dwarves that did get beat up there, took a few bites, aren't too injured. I don't have a hospital set up anymore. All these beds. Who is sleeping here? Peter 1, you're sleeping in the old hospital. I guess I'll have to try and get the hospital set up down here now that all those beds are torn up and destroyed. Let's see, well, the bed has to have enough room for a traction bench and a regular bench. Or a traction bench and a regular table. This will be the busy section. Hopefully we don't have this many people in bed, even though I'm sure we will eventually, so let's spread this out all the way down the backside there. So I'll get those beds set up, and I'm going to have to place a bunch of coffers and bags. Set this activity zone. Wait, I don't want to remove activity zones. I want to set the hospital right here. Set hospital information. Has 14 beds in it once they're placed at anyways. And I need to make coffers and cabinets for them in there. For the soap threads, crutches, and splints. I also need to make crutches and splints. I just have beds and I don't need any more buckets. Let's see. As far as I know, crutches don't work, so I'm just going to make a bunch of splints. And I'll let the dwarfs catch up on all the tasks now. It is 23rd Moonstone, early winter. Well, Soviet Hobo the First, you have given birth to a baby boy. Let's see. Who are you married to? Where did you come from with your little child rearing loins right now? Your husband is Nixiter 1, your eldest son is Mvaser 1, and your youngest son we haven't named yet. You worship Ertl. Who is that? Ertl is the deity of the infallible towers. Ertl most often takes the form of a female shroom dwarfette and is associated with wealth and jewels. Well, we'll get your son named. I'm sure there's somebody out there who is desiring to be a baby dwarf. And as soon as you're old enough to be a child, then we can put you to work in the mason shop, hauling stones for the next 12 years of your life until you can be thrown into the military to die horribly. Well, let's see. A Nord caravan from Kansas Iluka has arrived, and they sent a miller to be their diplomat this time. Currently just expanding a few areas of the cavern down here. I'm going to expand this area for more craft shops and maybe another tannery. I've got all these craft shops pumping out stone crafts and decorating with bone, making totems. So we should have a decent amount of stuff to trade to the Nords this time. I'll have to start hauling some stuff there soon. I'm also clearing out all this miscellaneous rock, shaping the cavern a little bit more down here, and getting ready to build probably another major storehouse over here with a huge mason's workshop over here. Be closing down all these shops here and turning this into something else. Maybe put a philosopher's garden down here, a pool maybe, something by the training barracks anyways. Let's see, what else do we have going on around the fort? I really think that's it. It hasn't been too long since the last update. So yeah, we'll just see what the merchants have to trade here, and if they don't have anything good, then we won't. Okay, well, we're giving up 4 finished good bins, filled with slate, amulets, micas, scepters, and crowns. A diorite figurine of a dwarf. It is an image of a dwarf in diorite made by Lorvum Itisbum. He's one of our prolific crafters. A giant old bone bracelet. So just a whole bunch of junk we're tossing their way. And we're taking their junk metal bars that they don't need. Some pieces of excess glass, some junk glass they don't want. Some wood logs they've got left over we're going to take off their hands. And let's see, we're also trading for 2 animals, a mastiff and a bulldog. I think I can trade those to be war beasts, train them anyways. A couple of barrels. I also want, no, I don't want crow blood, or cow blood, I don't know why that was there. We will, however, take a regular cedar barrel. It is encircled with bands of superior quality bulldog bone. And let's see, 314 dwarf bucks is the profit they'll make. We are picking up a bronze round shield. Kind of a fancy one. It's well crafted, and I really think that's it. Just the normal seeds and the leather bins as well, and then some food that they brought. Oh yeah, and another anvil for I guess the forge that we're gonna need. So that's what we're trading for. They'll take the profit, and we'll let our dwarves gather that stuff and unload it at our stockpiles over there. And they're still trying to gather thread. I may need to... I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anywhere else we can explore. So we've already... I guess I could try to open up this side of the cavern. We could remove this wall here and try to expand this way a little bit. I'd want to remove all these ramps pretty much. We don't need 24 ways for creatures to get into our fort down here. Having a handful will be good enough. We'll leave them some opportunities. But it's 26 obsidian late winter. It's about ready to switch over to the new year.